Hello there, TJF everyone. Finally we made it, another week, another weekend upon us. But as usual, a lot of work to do. And before we start, I have some stuff to share with you all. So the first thing from the previous build, we got these extra keys on our Chordie. So, and I was really hoping that gonna make it better, but apparently it didn't. So the issue is that originally the hand was always in a fixed position, so I didn't have to move my hand. But now if I want to press this, I always have to bend it a little bit to the right, and this gives this very odd sensation on the wrist, which I really don't like. So looks like our past endeavors in adding all this stuff and redesigning the Chordie didn't really pay out. This is a little bit disappointing, but that's fine, because I have some good news as well. And the good news is that the encoders are really great. I think they're even better than the original ones. I also like this encoder. It's very nice to scroll, very nice to rotate, good for volume. Infrared is working as intended, so this is also a big plus. It really changes a lot. It makes the whole keyboard much better. So it's not all doom and gloom. It's not that bad. But yeah, we have to go back to the drawing board. We have to redesign the Chordie back again. Luckily only one side, only left one. But on top of that, I do have some additional things that I would like to change that popped up. So one thing is that I was thinking that in the future maybe I will be considering a PCB for Chordie, because hand wiring is not that, maybe it is easy in a way, but it still consumes a lot of time, and I think it would be better to have a PCB as well, just in case. And I was thinking maybe it would be possible to make the both parts uniform size, uniform shape. This way I hope I will be able to create a reversible PCB, so this way you can order just one PCB, it will be just one design, but depending how you flip it, left or right, you get left or right side. So that would be, I guess, okay. The only issue is that the minimum order is usually 5 PCBs. So if you have a PCB that is reversible, so out of 5 PCBs you only get 2 keyboards. And if it's not reversible, so then of course you have to buy twice as many PCBs, but then from one order you're getting 10 keyboards. And likewise, if you have a reversible one and let's say you order 10 pieces, then you only get 5 keyboards. Well, this is not maybe that much of an issue. I can't imagine one person building more than 2 maybe. Besides, even ordering 10 PCBs, it shouldn't be that much of a price difference compared to if it was just one-sided. So I think it's still okay. I think it's still good to have it like that. Okay, I see Twitch is acting again. Let's see, does it work? Does it not work? Okay, it works. Okay, good. Not sure why it's not refreshing when I start streaming. Yeah, anyways, what was I talking about? Yeah, the PCBs. So yeah, in the future it would be okay to have it like that. So today what we're gonna do, we will try to redesign Chordie. We will try to go back to the original design. We can either try to copy one of the older ones before we changed it, or maybe we can just redesign the current one. So that is one thing. The other thing is I would like to check if it's possible to make it uniform size. So this means we would have to have a volume encoder size the same as the biggest sensor size on the right side, which is Circu 40 millimeters. So it's a little bit bigger. I think it's 50, maybe 56, because of all the additional walls and all this stuff. So that might be a little bit too big, but yeah, we have to check that. There is other option as well. It might be possible to make a PCB only from this part that is common between both sides. So if we take a look at how it is designed, let's just maybe, yeah, let's do the base. Yeah, but also I am using Chordie today. I've been using it for the past 2 days. Another good news, I think, that I can share with you. It seems like this bug that was causing keyboard to kind of locked up on RP2040, I think it's gone. I've been using it for the past 2 days for work, so that would be like total 16 hours and nothing happened. And before it used to freeze after like 3 hours, 2-3 hours. There was something wrong with the communication between sides and I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Hasn't happened yet, so I guess that is so far so good. I will be using it today. Yeah, and I had to revert the layout, the chords from what we changed last time. So these keys where the mouse was supposed to be, these are not in use. So I went back to the original chord design or maybe layout. And also I noticed that having enter under one key on the right side wasn't also good because there was a chord for backspace at the same time. So having enter here was a little bit, maybe not tricky, I wouldn't call it tricky, but a little bit inconvenient, because in this rare instances where you're trying to do backspace and let's say your finger slips or something like that, and instead of a backspace you will get an enter. So that wasn't quite good design in my opinion. So I revert everything back to the original as it was. I also did some more changes, namely Q and X. So before Q and X was these two for Q and these two for X, and I was thinking like it's kind of annoying to press it like that, because it's you have to do some magic, try not to touch the third key. So I was thinking maybe it would be better to just have 3 keys for X, and it seems to be working okay. So it's easier to press those 3 than trying to press just 2. And this kind of freed up one more chord, but I don't think I'll be using it. I don't really like it like that. I think I would rather press 3 keys instead of trying to press 2 and not to do anything with the ring finger. So I think I'm gonna leave it like that. And also there was another thing, because we have a dot and period, and before it was done in a way that I would use key that is usually used for shift. So for example, let's say I have 8 over here. So if I press the same key with this one, so this will give me like shifted 8. So this key on both sides is kind of like a shifting chord, I would call it. So if you have something that is like here we have number 8, for example. So if you press the same key with this additional one, then it will shift it. So we have a star, we have a parentheses and so forth, ampersand. Yeah, but it didn't really quite work for these keys, greater and smaller, because it had to be like 2 keys and the thumb was really not in a good position. So I redesigned it and I'm using 3 keys as well for that. Seems to be okay. Let's see how it goes. Maybe I will change it in the future if I really don't like it. But so far so good. Also, these are not keys that are being used that much. So yeah, something to consider. Okay, so I guess that's about it in terms of news and experiences since Wednesday, since we built it. Yeah, so talking about the PCB, yeah, so this part actually, what you're seeing right now, this is the common part. So it's shared between both left and right, and then we have, for example, if we have an extension, let's say for the volume, so this is like the part for the volume. If we have a trackball, so the trackball looks like this. So this could be okay as well. Maybe to be even better than trying to make it like extra size, because let's take a look how big is, yeah. So for circuit, for the trackpad, this one is like 60 millimeters diameter. And for the trackball, we have a diameter of 50. So it doesn't really make sense to make it so huge, I think. And also then we'll have to have the volume as well, 60. So that is way already too big. Like I think 35 is good enough. And also if you look at the volume, yeah, I wouldn't really want to make the volume any bigger than what it is right now, because one thing is the jack plug over here. So if you make this thing bigger, then we'll have to push it out to accommodate for the plug. So like the worst case scenario, it would be in line with the top of the board. So maybe that is not that bad yet, but I think I would rather keep this side slim. There's no point having like such a huge encoder. Well, we see how it goes when we remove those keys, the mouse keys over here. So then we can see how much wiggle room we have. Yeah, also, if we move it, we're gonna also have to move the whole jack socket a bit inwards. Okay, we're gonna see how it pans out. Yeah, other than that, there's also one more thing that I would like to do. If we take a look, let's take a look at the, let's say, trackball, for example. So yeah, I don't really like this opening. I don't really like the whole... I don't really like this this hole over here. Let's take a look. Okay, let's say we put... we have this over here. Okay, let's do it like this. Maybe let's make a line. Okay, let's turn it to construction. Okay, let's go back, and I would like to have one more plane. I would like to move it all the way to here. To this point. Okay, and what is the distance between these two? Okay, I keep forgetting that A is not the modifier layer anymore. So, okay, so we have 4 millimeters. One thing that I would like to check, what is the distance from here to here? Okay, 224. And this is 206. Okay, I'm looking at it like now, because the issue is that we can, of course, we can push this this wall. We can push a little bit forward, but then this will decrease. This wall will be thinner a little bit, and at some point it might happen that it won't print anymore. Right now it's still okay, I guess, because it's more or less like 2 millimeters. So Technically, we could make it 0.8, maybe 0.6. 0.8 would be okay, because that would be like two nozzle sizes. But at the same time, as I said, I don't really like it. I find it a little bit annoying. And I was thinking maybe we can use... I have a socket for USB-C that we can use over here, and we can make it kind of like stick out a little bit from the design. Then we can use, there are those USB-C pinouts, I think it's called pinout board, where you have a USB-C socket, and then there's like a tiny PCB, and there are like 4 or sometimes even 5 channels or connections exposed. So I'm using this. I'm using the one that has 5 channels. So you have VCC and ground, then you have D plus and D minus for data. But there's also one more, which is I think it's called CL or something like that. And usually I will use that for the LED if I happen to have LEDs. So this would be the LED data. So I was thinking maybe we can put that in, and then we can move the whole MCU assembly a little bit to the back, maybe give it a way to be mounted to the bottom plate. And then the only thing that would need to be done is to make like a tiny adapter that would connect the MCU with our new plug. So yeah, I think that would be a little bit better, and we don't have to worry about like having all these issues when I try to plug it in and the magnetic connector doesn't really go all the way in, and it's a little bit wonky. Sometimes it's connecting, sometimes it's not, and it's a really pain. Yeah, and I think, and there's one more thing that I wanted to do. So on the right side, where we have the sensor device, so of course we have some spare outputs. We have 3 spare outputs on the I2C expander, and we also have the whole MCU over here. So my idea was, because there is no indication, there are no LEDs, there is no screen, and I don't really like the screens, because I find it kind of annoying, because every time you press a key it will light up and it kind of always draws your attention to it. Maybe there's a way to switch it off, but I'm not a huge fan. Maybe for try to see we will use that, or maybe not. But for Chordie I would rather skip that, because it's on one hand it would be okay, because instead of having those keys, so we could just slap the screen onto it, and that would kind of like solve the issue. We wouldn't have to do much of a redesign or anything like that. We could just retain it. Yeah, but as I said, I don't really like it. And also for the AVR there was not enough space for the firmware anymore, so I'm pretty much sure that if I add the screen, that would definitely, it wouldn't fit into the memory. So if I want to maintain compatibility with the AVR, so I think it's better to skip the screen. But what I wanted to do instead, I was thinking, let's take a look at the encoder, at the trackball, for example. So I was thinking maybe we can use this space over here, and maybe we can fit in a couple of diodes. I bought already some diodes. I think there are like 3x4 or something like that. I need to check. And we need for Chordie, I think we are okay with just three diodes, the general ones. So one will be for caps lock if it happens to be pressed. One will be for num lock, and then the third one, I think it's called pause break or scroll. I think it's scroll lock, yeah. So these three basic ones, as you have on every other keyboard, that would be okay. And that would be great to have, especially caps lock, because you don't really have any other indication whether caps lock is on or off. And yes, Chordie does have a caps lock functionality. You're doing it by the lead. You can use the leader key to enable it. Yeah, so that would be great. And having it over here, kind of like sticking through the side of the bottom of the trackball or through the bottom of the touchpad, then we can connect directly to the MCU. We wouldn't have to wire it all the way to the I2C expander, and then this will also save us some trouble with changing the firmware, because then we'll have to change those outputs. Actually, for the I2C expander, we have everything is an input. So then we have to change that, we have to read that, so that would add a little bit more maybe latency. So instead of that, I think it would be better to just hook it up to the MCU and call it a day. What we're gonna be needing, we're gonna be needing some resistors and stuff, but yeah, that shouldn't be an issue. And actually, this might be even easy to do, because like for the infrared, just like for the infrared, so we're gonna be needing some resistors. So we can add those three resistors to the legs, that would be okay. And then the other side, the ground, we can just connect all together and just hook it up to ground anywhere. And yeah, that should be great. That should be okay. The only issue is to figure out how bright it needs to be, because I wouldn't want it to be too bright. It has to be just a little bit visible. I don't want it to be kind of like blinding or anything like that. So at some point we would need to hook it up, one diode to some VCC, add a resistor just to not kill it, and then maybe add some potentiometer. We have plenty. And then play with it a little bit and see what is like the brightness level that would be the best for us. Yeah, and I think that will be it. I have some notes, what needs to be done. Yeah, so fix USB socket. The uniform size, like when I look at it, I think I'm gonna ditch this idea, and I think I will just go with a common PCB. So we're just gonna cover this part over here, because it's common for left and right. We can make it reversible, no problem. We can add spaces, we can add resistors, so we don't have to do any kind of hand wiring. So basically the only thing that would need to be hand wired will be the jack. Then the MCU will have to hook it up to I2C somewhere, to VCC and to the ground as well. And yeah, and that is it. And then of course, if you make the USB over here, so then also like the USB socket, this should be easy as well. And then the LEDs for the status. So this is definitely less work than wiring everything together. I was also wondering how available is expander that I've been using. So maybe let's take a look at Ali Express, if it works. Last time it didn't. Okay, so that one was, holy shit, MCP 23017, MCP, like this. Okay, so looks like there's plenty on AliExpress. what was the name? JLC? It was LSCS? Let's see. I think that was this one. Yeah, electronics. Yeah, so let's take a look if we would like to have it like from official source 23017, because I don't know if it's still available, if it's not like end of life. Oh no, it is available. So no issue here. What is the price? Yeah, this is the beauty of having horizontal scroll as well. We can go left and right without, you know, bothering too much. We can also do it with the ball, so we can scroll up and down. And also, if I hold these two keys, I can scroll with the ball left and right. So whatever floats your boat. Okay, so $1.60, $2. Okay, let's take a look. There is a newer version, MCP 23018. I don't like it for two reasons. One reason is that it's kind of small, which makes it a little bit more difficult to solder. The spacing between the pins is smaller, so it's a little bit pain to solder. Then there is another thing, which is it doesn't have address pins the same way as the 23017, because 23017 it has 3 pins and you can just pull them up or down, and this is like a 3-bit address register, and that is great. It's very easy to set up. Somehow for the MCP for 23018 they went with something that is voltage divider, so you have to do some fancy resistor magic to get like the proper address. It is not that much of an issue if you want to have just 2 of them, because then you can, for the one side you can pull everything up, for the other side pull everything down, so you get those 2 addresses. One is 0, the other one is all ones, so whatever it is. So that is okay. If you want to have 3 of them, that is a little bit of pain. One of my previous designs, I think 3i2C, the first release, had these expanders, and yeah, that was a little bit maybe not that much difficult, because the values are provided, but you know, soldering additional stuff, why solder more where you can solder less? So yeah, and this one is 017 is easier to do. And okay, let's take a look at the price. Okay, price is the same. Oh, it's even more. Okay, this one ESS. Okay, it's cheaper, but 0 in stock. Okay. Oh, that is interesting. Do they have a newer version? Let's take a look. It's been a while since I looked into it. Is this like end of life? They don't say anything interesting about it. Okay, maybe... Oh, come on. Let's take a look. Maybe Mauser has some more info about it. Is it end of life? What is the price on Mauser for this thing? $3. Holy shit, that is expensive. I wouldn't pay this much for it. Okay, well, it doesn't really say much. Oh, there is no mention. Okay, it's in stock. $3. It's a little bit expensive. Well, there's a different thing, the different option. I had it done as well. There is one more expander that we can use. I think it comes from Texas Instruments, and I have it on my 3i2C builds. But then we will have to change the firmware a little bit, not that much of an issue. Let's take a look what is the price difference, but I think it might be huge, so it might be worth it to ditch the microchip and just go with the Texas Instruments. Let's say, what was the name of this thing? I think it was something starting PN, PM. Okay, I see some LED drivers. Okay, yeah, this one, PCA. Okay, let's take a look. So it's PCA 9555. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, let's take a look at Mouser and also over here how much they charge for this thing. Okay, that is super cheap, and that is like half the price of 23017. Yeah, I think this one. Okay, that is very cheap. Okay, so maybe we should go with this one. Something to think about. What does the Mouser say? AT. I think this one. How much is it? Okay, it's a little bit more expensive over here. For 10 pieces, they are asking 190. And over here, is it the same? This one. For 10 pieces, they're asking 0.8, so it's more than 2 times cheaper. And the question is, if this is, I think they call it like the base component, or... Okay, they have a model piece. They don't say over here. Let's check EDA. Okay. The thing is that if this was like, because it can be surface mount. If you would like to have it like be assembled, but they don't charge extra if this is like I forgot the exact name. If it is like a standard or simple component, then there is no additional fee. But if it's I think it's called extended. If it's an extended component, which means I think they have to put the reel on or something like that, then it's a little bit more expensive. JLC PCB. Okay, let's take a look. The dimension. Okay, let's see. Okay, they don't say anything about it over here. Okay, anyways, okay, do I have easy EDA? I wonder if I'm logged in. Okay, apparently not. Okay, maybe let's try over here. Okay, I don't know why most of those Chinese sites, including AliExpress, they will always log you out for whatever reason. The same goes if you have an app, it will also log you out. That makes no sense to me. Okay, anyways, yeah, if it's an extended component, which probably it is, the non-extended ones are just like the simple stuff. So yeah, that might be a little bit more expensive if you would like to have the PCB assembled for us. Yeah, but still, I think it makes sense to consider this one. How much is it on AliExpress? So this one is 1.3, and this is it's not even USD. Okay, this one is the same price on AliExpress. You know, maybe cheaper because we have more or less the same. For 12 pieces, they want $6. Okay, so that is kind of cheap. Over here, 5. Okay, so it's definitely cheaper. So maybe if we are building the PCB, maybe we should consider this expander. I think it's better. Too much talking, too little work. Yeah, okay. So going back to our design. Let's take a look what we have over here. Okay, let's leave the trackball on. So okay, looking at it, let's make a decision. Shall we make it like uniform size, or shall we make it different one? And I think it will be better to have it different size, because like look at the size of the trackpad. So that will be super huge, and then on top of that, we will also have to have volume of the same size. That is too big. I don't really like it. So yeah, so I think it's decided. We're just gonna focus on this part. So we're just gonna do PCB over here. Yeah, I think it makes more sense. Let's take a look. Okay, it's a little bit different over here. Yeah, I was thinking if it would be possible to have the jack from the trackpad, to have it on the same position as the jack from the trackball, but no, it looks like it won't fit, and we can't really move it because it will be affecting how the keys are aligned. Because if we put the switches over here, okay, yeah, so as you can see, trackball is a little bit, it's like this, and this one is a bit straight. Yeah, but it's still too big. That would be too huge, having like 50-60 millimeters on both sides. So that's not gonna work for us. Maybe for the best. Okay, so let's get rid of this. Yes, I'm gonna save this one. I'm gonna make a new version. Okay, so version 7, and it was supposed to be the final version. When we started, I was hoping that that would be the end. Sadly, it's not, but nothing to be worried about. Should be easy fix. 5 minutes, and it will be done. Okay, let's take a look at what we have over here. All right. So okay, it might be better to do it like this. So I guess we can chop it off. First of all, let's make it active. Let's get rid of the knob. Okay, I think we can cut it over here. Let's say we do it like this, and we cut this piece with this one. Alrighty, so what do we have here? Okay, let's remove this and these two parts, and we are left with what? Okay, let's take a look. If we move it, maybe... Okay, to here is not that... Let's do it like this. Okay, how does it look like from here? Okay, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. Okay, let's move this one because it's kind of getting in the way. Let's move it over here. What is the size of this thing? Okay, 35. So I think we can leave it like that. It doesn't need to be bigger. I was playing with it for some time, so I think it looks kind of okay. And if we move it to the left, it will be even like sleeker. Okay, so maybe this won't take this much time. Okay, I think we have this aligned with the center of this socket. Let's take a look. How does it look like? Okay, I think I'm comfortable with that. I think it looks okay. Okay, let's leave it like that. Let's say it's fine. Okay, let's take a look. What do we have here? So this one we need to extend. Lucky for us, we don't have to fix... Or we have to fix... Okay, I think we have to do some extra work over here. Ah, yeah, right, because that one was a little bit different. Okay, so we won't have this thing anymore. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna block all of these tunnels over here. Let's move it up so we can close all of that. All right, then this one won't be really needed anymore. Oh wait, maybe we'll be needing it for this one. Maybe the trackpad has it in use. Remove that. Oh no, we are not. Let's take a look like here. Okay, no. So for the trackpad, we are not really using that. This part, so we can close it. Okay, like so. Ah, damn it. Okay, I think I switched it wrongly. Not trackball, this one. Okay, looks like it is in use. As usual, it wouldn't be me if I didn't mess up something. Ah, yeah, right. This one is in use over here. Okay, but if we look at it... okay, so it doesn't really... I think I talk too much today. Yeah, it doesn't really bother us if we go with the trackball, because trackball doesn't use that. Let's take a look. Although we could even extend it, but it makes no sense. We have these over here, it's plenty, so we can skip that. And for the trackpad, okay, because for the trackpad we have less space over here, we have to maneuver. Okay, it looks a little bit different for the trackpad. Okay, maybe for the trackpad we'll have to consider some kind of... oh no, we can't really wire the ground, something like this, because the MCU will be here, so that will be not good. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it. It's not that much of an issue. We have openings here, and this one is from the trackball. Okay, so I think this one can be closed, although okay, for the volume it doesn't really matter. Okay, so we can close this one. Okay, that is done. It makes me wonder, maybe it would be nice to have this wall go all the way to here. Okay. I think I'm gonna leave it like that. Looks kind of okay. Ah, yeah, right. So we'll have a hole over here. Okay, and here's the problem. Okay, one more look. Okay, so for the trackpad, okay, we have plenty of openings over here, but we can only route actually. What can you route from here? From the socket, we can maybe go with the VCC and ground. Well, this canal, I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah. For the trackball, it's kind of okay. It doesn't really matter for the trackball, but for the volume, it does matter because we don't have anything over here, and I don't really want to extend this piece. I think it looks okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I like how it looks like, and I don't really want to have it like completely covered. I think this looks nicer, even if you look from the top. Yeah, I think it looks kind of cool to have it like that. Yeah, what we could actually do, we could move this thing to be like aligned with the center. Because this now is not really, here is kind of centered, but here is not. Let's move it. Okay, it's not that much off. Okay, let's move it to here. Okay. Okay, it's set a bit better. Let's grab this one. Now I'm not happy. Okay, no, I think it's better right now. Although it's not really aligned. How about we... Okay. Now I'm happy. Now it's aligned. So only thing we need to do is to move this one to here. Okay. Okay, I think now it looks kind of symmetric in a way. So like the center of encoder is center of the key, is center over here. I guess it is center of this key as well. Doesn't matter if it's too close or not. I like it like that. Alrighty. Okay, why did it go so far? Alright, so that is too far. Has to be like this. So we have a huge opening. Maybe we can even go with this one a little bit further. I think that is too far. Let's not go this far. Let's do it all the way to here. And this wall a little bit, move it to here. Okay. Alright, at the same time we have to ditch this one. Okay, and we're supposed to get rid of this one as well. How does it look like? I guess I'm gonna keep the water close. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it will be good. Okay, we have this huge opening over here. I'm gonna open like this. It makes me wonder if it's gonna... How big is this How long is this? Okay, 12 millimeters almost. I think it might make sense to put like a support in between, just maybe something like 0.6. Okay, maybe let's start from here. Okay, to here. So we want it to be make it 0.6. Okay, so let's cut this, what is sticking out, and we're just gonna project this line, and that should do the trick. Okay, we can add it like that, and it's okay. It's okay. And over here, let's do the same trick. Let's do it from the center. It was supposed to be 0.6. We're gonna cut over here and project at the bottom, and this should enclose it nicely. Okay, but the issue here is that this part is actually two pieces. I mean, it spans across two elements. So let's do it like this. Let's try moving it back a little to this element, and we're gonna copy and paste and move. Okay, I'm gonna anchor at the bottom or at the back and go like this. Okay, it's sticking out a little. So let's align it to here. Okay, so now we are, where are we? Okay, we are here. So let's just add this one. And okay, I'm gonna take this one and add this. Okay, nice. Very, very nice. But the good thing is that when fixing this, all we need to do is just build the left side. So that is not that much of an issue. Yeah, and there will be a little bit more stuff to build. We're gonna rebuild this one. We're gonna rebuild the left side for the MX. So maybe I will be using this at work just to check if I like everything, how it is. I'm not really... I don't think there will be any more structural changes. I think this is the best design. I like it because hands are resting on the keyboard all the time. There is hardly any movement, so I don't really have to reach for this button. I don't have this like strain in my wrist. I just hold it like that. And coders are very easy to reach as well. It's just like a tiny move. But like most of the time the hands are resting like this, and maybe if I touch the ball, then I have to move the whole hand. So that is still okay. But having this button over here was just like not enough. Maybe it should have been a little bit further, so it would force the whole movement. Yeah, but we are done with this. We're not gonna use it. And like here, it's just perfect. Like every key is within range. Even these, there's no need to move hands anywhere, and I like it like that. I think it can't be improved anymore. So I guess we're gonna stick to this design. I think it is good. Okay, so we have this opening over here. This one was closed. We don't have to change much over here. Alrighty, so this one. Let's see what happens here. Something is off. Why is it behaving like this? Let's get rid of this one. Okay, let's move this. Aren't this perpendicular? Okay, these are perpendicular. Okay, this is 90, so that is okay. How about here? Okay, this is also 90, so why was it kind of messed up? Like that. Let's take a look again. Oh. Oh, this shouldn't be happening. Let's take a look now. That is odd. Okay, anyways. Let's copy this. It won't be that easy, I'm afraid. This one we have to do something about it. It's 265. So we don't really have that much space. I don't want to interfere with this part. Let's make it like this, and what will happen if I move it all the way to where this starts? Oh, come on. Okay, maybe let's make it minus 0.1. Okay, that should do the trick. I don't think we'll be needing this line anymore. Okay, so from this one, let's remove those parts. Okay, we have a quite decent opening. Question is, can I move it? Okay, I think I can have it like that. Let's take a look. Okay, it's not that bad. All right, one more thing. I think I would like to move it back right now. Okay, let's take a look one more time. Okay, I think it's fine. One thing that is kind of worrying me is this one. I need to check how thick is this wall, but I would assume it's at least 0.5. This one is 0.6 and this one looks more or less similar, so that should be the same. Yeah, but over here we have nice opening for the wires. We have wires over here. Okay, so that should do the trick. Okay. What is the size over here? Okay, 0.5. I think that is fine. We had it 0.5 before and it printed well. Okay, so I think for the volume, that will be it. No more changes. We don't have any exposed canals anymore, so we closed almost everything that was exposed. And I think I really like it like that. Yeah, looks clean, looks good. Nothing is sticking out. Yeah. Okay, so now we have to check, since we closed so many different canals, how does it look like with the trackball, for example? Okay, for the trackball, this one is closed. Okay, this one will be a little bit tricky because we were routing from here before, so now it's closed. So we are only left with this canal. I think if we move it, okay, if we move it down, okay, it'll be difficult to print in a way. Okay, so it looks like we will have to deal with wiring like this, routing everything from here. I mean, some wires will go to the MCU, but then it was a little bit cleaner because we could go all the way to here. Well, there is an option. We can make a different base for this part, and if you look at the trackpad, okay, for the trackpad would be something kind of similar. We have only one opening here, and we will have to have one more over here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do it like this because that was a huge improvement. It was way easier to route things if I had this opening. So, like one wire was coming from here. Or was it? No, not really. I don't think we are routing from here. I can't remember. I think we are just routing through here to I2C, VCC and all this stuff. So this part was kind of clean. Yeah, but still, that is still a plus to have this. Alrighty. Well, I would like to avoid this kind of situation that there's like a different part for everything. But in this manner, I think it will be okay. Because otherwise, like, we'll have to go around from trackball as well. Because we need something to hold the mini jack over here. So we need this wall. And the jack will be here. So then, like all the wiring, we should go like through here. Or maybe we can do it a little bit different. How about we make an opening over here as well? And then we can pull all the wires through here and through. Okay, that might make sense. This one is 2.4, and from here to here is what, 0.6. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, where were we? Yeah, now I'm lost. Where's this shit? Okay, this one. Okay, so we would like to have a rectangle from here, but I want to shift it, so I will just press like this. Right, so we want minus 0.6. Okay, 2.4. Okay, all the way to this wall. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, because I have this one over here. So I'm gonna activate all of these. And from this one, cut this, remove, get rid of the cutter. Okay. Okay, it's not that bad. Okay, this is 1.5. Let's make it 1.2. From here, let's make a ruler, 1.2. Yeah, that should do the trick. This should hold. It's 0.6, so it's gonna be 3 layers. So that is okay. I guess that should be enough. I don't think we'll be able to break it with the wires. Three layers should hold okay. Okay, and this way we just avoided making a new part. Okay, so this one, I think this one we can close because we don't have an opening here, so yeah. Let's do it like this. Yeah, so then from the mini jack, from here, we can wire to here and like all the way. And then MCU, we can wire through this. Yeah, so that will make everything clean. Because originally I was wiring like this. I would have the MCU, then I would like wire to the mini jack, and then I was trying to attach another wire to the mini jack and to make it like go to here, and that was a mess because everything will like desolder if I just touch it. And this way, the way we are doing it now, it's much easier because we have different buses for like I2C and for VCC at the bottom, and then we can just wire to these, and the same goes through here, so to VCC, and we can jump to I2C, and it's very clean. It doesn't really take like any kind of wiring here. So like even replacing the MCU wouldn't be that bad. It would be just a matter of few wires. Okay. I think that should be good enough. Okay, have we missed anything? So this is the trackball version. Do we have... Okay, let's take a look at the section. Okay, there is not that much space over here. And I think it was okay for the volume. Yep, but it's not okay for the trackball. Okay, can we do something about it? Okay, how can we... Okay, maybe we can cut out something like this. How does it look like from the other side? Okay, it should be okay. Let's give it a shot. I wouldn't want to end up with not enough space. Although this hole is kind of good enough. Maybe we can extend this wall a little bit. Okay, so from here to here to here. Okay, maybe like this, 60 degrees. And like this. Okay, and chop this off. All right, let's pull this surface to here. Okay, now let's try. Let's do it like this. From this body, I want to cut this part. Okay, something didn't really quite worked out. Okay, I think I just skipped the wall. Okay, it's not that bad. Something messed up over here. Okay, so this divider, okay, it should be in check right now. And what was I talking about? Moving this one as well to here. And this one. Okay, let's keep all of these aligned like this. Okay, let's take a look at the section. What had happened here? Okay, so that is for the trackball. So for the trackball, it looks kind of okay. And if we take a look at the trackpad, okay, for the trackpad it's a little bit different. Okay, so we have more space over here right now. Okay, we can move this wall. We can close this one. Okay, so close this one, and this one we can move all the way to here. Okay, this fella is kind of getting in the way. This thing here. Alrighty, but let's take a look one more time at the trackball. Okay, maybe for the trackball we can do it a little bit different. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I think we can do it like this. Let's remove this part. And let's make a new one, but this one will be offset from this. Okay, it doesn't make sense, because it's gonna limit this one. Okay, can we leave it like that? Is it gonna print? That's like a lot of empty space. Do we have any big holes like this? We don't. We don't really have anything like that. Sorry, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. Alright, so this is a little bit of an issue. Let's see what we can do about it. Let's make a line to here, and what is the distance here? This is okay, 8 millimeters. Can it? I don't think it can. It can print like that. Okay, how about we just if we cut it all the way? Yeah, actually, why not just cut like this? We have this part and this part. Okay, let's see what happens now. From this one, chop off this, remove. And now we can extend this part. Let's take a look. Okay, this won't print. Probably this won't print too well. How about we take this one and offset, maybe not this much. Not really promising. It's kind of difficult to route it. I can't have too much empty space over here because it won't print. I need to have a wall somewhere, ideally over here, and I need to have a wall here. I think I'm gonna ditch this part. Whatever, we have to somehow fit through here. Because it doesn't seem to be working that well. I hope this projection, okay, didn't really work. Okay, so let's do it slowly and the hard way. So we're gonna project this one, this, and this. Okay, this should be okay, but it's not. Okay, I guess I have to draw the whole thing myself. And one more line. Okay, this one was an accident. One more line from here. Here, okay, this one is done. And just project this one. Okay, now we have a surface. Okay, all the way to here. Okay, so this part, and we're gonna add this. That. I think we can skip this, it's not necessary. Okay, so for the trackball we will have to fit somehow through this tiny hole. How many wires there will be? I think there will be like 4 wires, 4 or 5. I2C is 2 wires, and then we have, so it's gonna be 4 in total. Okay, I think it should be good. We don't need that much space. It would be nice to finish this today, so I can print over the weekend, and then next week we can build this part. Yeah, and then we can move on to, then maybe we can do the chalk version as well. Well, actually for the chalk is not much to change, we just need to print it. So yeah, maybe I can print all those parts over the weekend, and next week will be heavy building, heavy wiring, all this kind of stuff. Yeah, but like I have so much practice over, like I've built this so many times, so it should go fast, especially after the latest changes. And the whole thing looks very neat. I think it's very easy to wire right now. Righty, so okay, let's check. What do we have here? Why did it vanish? Okay, this one. Okay, so we have opening here, we have opening here. Looks good. Looks good, nothing else was changed. Let's take a look what happens with the trackball. Okay, with the trackball there is not that much of an issue. We can move this wall. Can I move it right now? Okay, looks like I can. Oh, that is neat. Okay, we moved this wall already, so that is fine. Ah yeah, we have to do the same opening here. Okay, this one. Okay, this one we can close. Right, so this one can be closed. This one we have to deal somehow. Well, I guess it's a similar situation over here, like at the bottom with the trackball. There won't be that many wires, so we have some wires at the bottom, some wires at the top. So hopefully that will be enough. Okay, so let's close this one. This won't really work for us. Over here is everything remains the same. No changes here. Alright, we need to open this one the same way we opened the other one, but actually maybe we can just... I wonder if I can just copy paste this element and save some work. I think that's the one. Let's activate this one. Okay, I have it pasted. Let's try to move it. Somehow. Let's get rid of this one. This one is hiding where? That's the one. Okay, so let's ditch it. But, okay, before. So this one is the cut one. No, it's not. Okay, this one is outside. What I want to do, because it has to be aligned the same way, at least we need to have the same space from this wall to here. So it has to be facing the same way. Yeah. What is the thickness of this? Okay, 3.2. Let's make it 3.2. let's move it into the base. Is this the base? Yeah, that is the base of this one. So this one goes away. Okay, let's take a look what we have over here. Okay, so we have one canal, actually two canals over here. So this one is for the ground. So yeah, should be good enough. Yeah, but we will be wiring. I think we'll have to, if we will be going with the ground, so we'll go. I think we have to do something about this part, because there is no ground canal over here, and there should be one. And good that I spotted. Yeah, so then the ground will be going from here to here, and we're gonna make an exception, and we're gonna go around, and then through this, through these canals, which are meant for the ground, because like I don't want to split this even more. Okay, so what do we have here? How did I miss that? Yeah. Oh, definitely we need to make an opening. Okay, let's take a look. That will be in, this is the base. Yep, that is the base. This one is 1.2. And I really need it to be this long. All right, never mind. Let's do it like this. Okay, this one would be 1.2. Okay. Can I make it like that? If I hold Alt-Shift and I press over here and I hold Alt-Shift and I press over here, so yeah, I should have like a mid-plane. So if I move it over here, okay, so now let's from this one, let's cut this part, remove it. All right, looks okay. What was the size? I think for this one was 0.6. Yeah, 0.6. Okay, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's make the ruler 0.6. And from this side as well, W for the ruler. And this one is 0.6 as well. Okay, perfect. That is perfect. Good that I spotted. I did so many changes and somehow this slipped my attention. Okay, let's take another look on the section. What do we have right now? Okay, so we do have like all the openings here and here. Okay, we have all the canals from here. This one was fixed just right now. This one is done. Okay, over here we have to leave with it like that. This is for the jack, so the jack is correctly aligned at this moment. Okay. Let's see. This part is bothering me a lot. There's so little space here, but at the same time, I don't really have much wiggle room, because there are we have resistors right here. Yeah, so I can't really move it. I was thinking some time ago about moving the resistor closer, but then I think the issue was that the leg from the resistor, which would be sticking over here, would be too close to this opening, and through here there will be some wiring going, so that will be that might cause some trouble. Well, technically you can always bend the leg like this towards this side. How big is this opening? Would it fit? We need to fit like 4 wires. Let's take a look. Like from here to here. 3 millimeters. That should be good. More than enough, most probably. Let's take a look like this. Right. This one is empty. All right, these were 2 empty components, kind of getting in the way. All right. Okay, one more look at all this stuff. Okay, so for the trackpad, we have it done in a way, so we can route from here to here, so that is fine. We have all of these and this one. Okay, so that wasn't that many changes. Then for the trackball, okay, for the trackball, we also have an opening here and through here. Okay, here we have a nice, there will be like a nice spot for the ground over here. Alrighty, so trackball looks kind of okay, I think. Trackball looks okay. And then we have our volume. What do we have here? Okay, for the volume, we have a nice opening through here. And we have a lot of space through here for the mini jack. But irony is that we don't really need this much space on this side, because from here we will only be routing just one way, doesn't matter which way. I think better would be to go this way, because I don't want to interfere with all this stuff that will be under the encoder. So like the ground, VCC and the I2C will just go through here. And yeah, so this is most probably useless, but I'm gonna keep it. You never know when it might come handy. Okay. Do we have anything else to adjust? I think it's gonna be okay. Looks like we have tackled all of the issues with the fact that we have just removed those two keys. All right, from the top, it looks nice. I like it. Can't complain. We can hide the... It's gonna be even better, because if you take a look at it, so this one is kind of sticking out a lot. The plug is like far away, so we're gonna move it all the way to here. So basically the whole plug will hide, should be like hidden behind the keyboard, behind the plate. So that is great. Yeah, these are kind of like very long. I should maybe look for something shorter. Maybe I can make something smaller. I saw Joe Scotto, I hope I didn't butcher his name. He just made a video about how to make USB-C cables. I think he's using the same gauge 30 wire that I am using for my builds, although he mentioned that the one that he was using was silicone coating. This one, I have no idea if it's silicone or if it's just some other stuff, but it looked kind of similar. So maybe I can make my own wires. I just need the jacks, the TRRS jacks, and that will be it. Alrighty, so where are we? So we have those keys removed, we have this moved, we have all the canals done. Let's take a look one more time. Okay. Okay, I think this looks alright. Okay, so we have this done. Uniform size, we gonna skip. What else? Okay, USB socket, yeah. That's gonna be tricky, maybe. Okay, then we still have to fix the bottom plates, but at the bottoms we gonna look a little bit later. Because like, okay, where is the bottom plane? Let's say... Okay, we will go from here. Okay, these are the bottoms, and like for the volume, yeah, so it's a little bit different right now. But that should be easy cut and move. Yeah, shouldn't take long, and we didn't really move. Like all the rest should be okay. Yeah, so this one hasn't changed. And if we go with the trackpad, it should be also without any changes. Yeah. Okay, but we have to fix this part. I don't really like it. I don't like how it's designed. Okay. Let me first save this one. Let's reopen. Okay, let's I don't have it even in history. Okay, this one, I think that was this. And I think there was, I might have like a separate project for this kind of stuff. Okay, apparently I don't have any USB-C. Oh, that is fine. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, something like this. This one is checked. It was working fine. I like it because it has this like a block, so it's impossible to push it out or even pull it out if like from here. Okay, but the question is, do I have a... Okay, I have something over here. If I have a model that I can just copy paste. Oh yes, I have. Holy shit, that is... I think that is the same. Okay, let's try to compare. Okay, let's move it to here. Let's move it to here. Yeah, that is the same part. Awesome. I like it when I find pieces of my keyboards that I can reuse. Okay, so I'm gonna yank it from here. Okay, let's go into imports. Let's make a new component. Let's call it. Okay, let's make it caps uppercase. So it's gonna be USB C. How to call it? It's a socket. Can I call it socket? Okay, but not uppercase. Let's call it socket. Okay, oh, it's so far away. I'm gonna keep it outside. And okay, we need to fix this fella. Let's get rid of the top. I'm gonna... Okay, and I'm gonna paste one more. Okay, this should be minus 90. Oh my god. Which way it's gonna rotate? This way. Okay, so it's 90. It's 90 then. I think I should make a new component, so that will be easier to move this thing around. So I can hold it within this component. I would like it to be sticking out a little. Maybe this much. Okay, let's do it like this, because I need to have like a reference line. Okay, let's do it from here. All right. Is this really... Okay, it's not quite there. So it's lying to me. Okay, now it should be okay. All right, so let's move it. Let's use this part. Actually, this part. Okay, why is it angled? Okay, something is off. This scroll is so annoying. I mean, rotating. Okay, so looks like there is some artifact or something is off with this part. I think I was cutting it. Okay, that didn't go well. Okay, I can't extend it like this. How can I fix it? If I go like here, nope. It's even worse. Well, I think it will be faster if I just chop it off. Like this, cut with this one, remove. And then I can bring this part back and move this one up to here. Yeah, now I have a nice piece. Okay, so I wanted to move it from here to this point. Can I move it like that? Yes. And let's make the bottom fit. Sometimes this app is like behaving very oddly. Okay, now it's better. So the question is, can we fit in can we fit MC over here? And it looks like we won't be able to fit because this one is taking quite a lot of space, but this one is cut for this one has the exact size of the USB breakout, so I can't really make it smaller. What can we do about it? Okay, maybe. Okay, let's check if there is. Okay, we have a Pro Micro somewhere. Also, I missed this part because looks like we have something to keep it in place, and yeah, looks like we won't be really able to do much about it. Yeah, that kind of sucks. There will be hardly any space. Not to mention that we still have to route it, like we need to have one more plug that will go into the MCU, and then we need to have another plug that will attach to this extension. We can't have it all the way up because we have a sensor over here. I should have a sensor somewhere. Yeah, exactly. Can I have a slice like that? Yeah, so we can't really lift it up because it will be interfering with the sensor over here. Holy shit. That is a bit of a problem. At the same time, I can't really push it too far out. Yeah, looks like even with the with the MCU, there's hardly any space left. Well, one option might be to have it on the side, maybe like this. Yeah, but then it's still not enough space even to have the plug over here. Okay, I guess we are stuck. We are stuck with this basic design. But we can always use a smaller MCU. We can always use a Arduino. This one is very tiny, so this one will fit for sure. But I would like, I mean, nothing is stopping us to use it at some point, but still I think it would be best to have Pro Micro. And still, okay, I still would like to have compatibility with AVR, and we don't have anything of the size of Arduino that has AVR. At least I am not aware of anything like it. Oh, that sucks a lot. Let's move this fella. Can I center it somehow? Okay, I moved this line already. Okay, so now it's back. I can see that it's not really aligned properly. Yeah. Okay, we have a surface. Okay, we have two holders. Which one is what? Oh, yeah, right. So one is for AVR, one is for Pro Micro. Looks like there is not much space over here. Maybe I should consider making this smaller. Let's make it 2.4. I completely forgot about this part, that I have this, and definitely it's something that needs to be placed on the bottom, so this way it will hold the MCU against like any force that I will be, like, for example, pushing the plug from here, so it will prevent the MCU from moving. Maybe that is the reason why I keep getting these connections from the USB, because the MCU is like pushed too far out or too far in, and it's not really connecting properly. Okay, I think, okay, let's do it like this. Let's export this part. Okay, let's call it TB. I would like to see how it's gonna slice it, how many walls we have over there. Okay, slice it. We're not gonna print. I am just curious. Okay, so as you can see over here, it's not that much space. What a pain. Okay, we can consider making it a little bit different. For example, how about instead of having like a round shape like this, How about we go a little bit out with like with this rectangular shape? So we're gonna make the whole piece like stick out a little bit more. So like the MCU won't be like completely hidden inside. So like part of it will be sticking out, and we can make it we can make something like looking from the top. It will be something like this. And then the plug will be here, USB. Okay, let's make a mock-up or something like this. Okay, so this one is a no-go. This one is a no-go. Let's make a new component. Okay, this is the surface. I'm gonna copy this one because this is the exact size of Pro Micro. I could use this line. Okay, let's say we move it all the way to here. Yeah, I think I had a block out of the full Pro Micro, like together with the USB socket. Where did I put it? Okay, maybe I have it somewhere in my archive. Okay, it's not here. I have a holder for this, some imports, exports, and stuff. Maybe some older file. How about this one? Okay, nothing interesting on this one as well. This one is kind of big, 44 megs, so maybe I will find something interesting here. Yes, F Pro Micro, but without the USB. How about this one? Still the same thing. I still don't have it. Okay, I have all the imports everywhere. Let's take a look at this one. There has to be one project that was like the primary one from which I started developing parts. Okay, this one's also imports. How about this? This one is... Maybe I should try odd ones. Okay, there's not much stuff. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, we have this part. Are we on this? Okay, that's the surface over here. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. Let's make a rectangle. Okay, up to here. So this will be our Pro Micro. Okay, the question is, okay, so how long is this one? 3, 5, so 3.6. So I think that was sticking out from the edge. 3.6 is like the edge of the USB-C for Pro Micro. Okay, I will just, maybe I can pick up one. I'll be right back. It seems like I have run out of RP2040 Pro Micros, but I have this one. So this is AliExpress USB-C, but this one I think it's yeah, it's 32U4 just with USB-C. Okay, let's take a look. How big is it? Okay, so it's 7.4. How much is it sticking out? Okay, 1.8 over here. Okay, I think I have 2040 somewhere. I'll be right back. Okay, turns out I do have one. looks like there's even less space. This one was a test ground for the trackpad. Okay, this one is 0.8. Alright, so I think I should make one more circle like this. Let's make it construction line, and let's make a new one that is to here, and this one will be construction as well. Okay, and this way I can... So that is the edge of the board. Yeah, so we are 1.8 1.8, so that will be enough. That will be enough if we were to use the AliExpress one, but the RP2040, the socket is sticking out only 0.8, so I think we have to move the whole thing a little bit up. Okay, so I guess I have to move it like this, and from here, although, okay, one sec. Okay, 0.8, so this is how far it goes. Okay, so looks like, well, it's not that bad, but it's okay. This explains why I'm having issues, because looks like the AVR had the socket a little bit longer, so that was okay. But now when I move to Pro Micro RP2040, the socket is shorter, and that's why it doesn't really fit that well. Something I overlooked. I was expecting it's gonna be the same, but it's not. So if I want to have it, let's say, aligned, for example, if I want this part to be sticking out, so then I would have to move it all the way to here. Like so. Okay, it's gonna be a little bit problematic because we'll have like some wires to attach, so we'll have to like solder them inwards, inside, I mean towards the center of the board. They can't be sticking out like they used to. Alrighty. Okay, so I think we'll have to chop off these, project this line, and project this line, and this one, and the same on this side, this, and this, and this, and I hope that will be enough. Oh yes, okay. So why it didn't cut from here? I might have missed something. Okay, let's do it again. project this and this and this, and hopefully still nothing. How about now? God damn it. I think it will be faster if I... Can I pull this one out? Yeah. Oh, come on. Not sure why it didn't really work. Yeah, that's... Okay, so we need something like this. Let's put a plane over here, one more over here. I'm gonna cut this piece, like so. Okay, maybe that wasn't... Maybe a little bit different. Let's move it minus 1.2 this way. And this one, let's move it minus 1.2 as well. Okay. Okay, now I would like to cut it. So I'm hoping I can get this face like this. If I can copy and paste it. Okay, not quite what I was hoping for. How about we copy and paste, and let's move it back. It can be two here. Okay, let's hide this one. And what will happen if I select these two and I try to do this? Okay, this one, it's called blend. Yeah, let's try to blend these. Okay, yeah, that is what I wanted to get out of it. Alright, so where are we? This part over here. It would be nice to have this aligned with this one. Maybe we can do it. Let's try to make a line that will go all the way to here. Okay, so I think we have the construction, and let's okay, we can't really get it like that. Let's make a line here as well, or maybe just a point, because I would like to be able to grab it over here. So I can do it on with like a round surface. So if I can just put like a point over here. Okay, the question is, where was it? That is the solid. I think the point ended up here. Okay, so if I do it like this, and now I can go all the way to here. Okay, so this is how it's gonna be sticking out. So we're gonna have the socket, USB-C socket here, looking from the top. It looks like it's plenty of space. But now we have to fix it up a little. Oh well, okay, but that is still gonna be an issue, because we have a PCB from the Pro Micro over here. Let's try to do it like this. Let's make a new component. Okay, and let's try, how much is the space from here to here? 0.25. Let's say that is enough. 0.25. 0.25. I'm gonna connect these. Okay, now let's make it 1.2. 1.2, and this one 1.2 as well, so we can create like walls for it. And this one as well, and this one, and project. What am I missing? Okay, finally. Okay, so this part will be hiding. I will be hiding our MCU. We have a lot of stuff that is not really necessary over here. So this is where the MCU will be sitting on the bottom. Then we have this part. Okay. Okay, something like this. Maybe we don't really need this part up there. And let's say we can move. Where is this part? I think it's put inside over here, but we don't want it. Okay, it's this component. I would like it to be a little bit outside. So now I can retract the MCU a little. A little bit messy. We don't need all those lines. Okay, so this part is meant to hold our MCU. So this is like a part that will be around it. Okay, looks like I can maybe shift it back a little. Which component is that? It's not this one. Not this one. Okay, where is it? Okay, it's this one. So let's say I will move it 0.25 from here. Okay, so looking at it like that, so let's say this is our MCU with the socket. So socket should be sticking out like this from the top. So we have to do it like that because yeah, if we put in AVR, that would be a little bit different, to be sticking even more, but I guess that is fine. I'm not worried about it that much. I am more worried for it to be working with the 2040. Okay, so now would be nice to do something about this part. Let's say, okay, let's hide it. First thing, maybe we can put these together. Okay, how about we do it maybe a little bit. I was thinking maybe just do like a triangle like that, like this, and pull it up. Let's see what happens. Oh, maybe not this far. Let's maybe 1.2. Okay, maybe 3.6. Does it look good? Not quite. Make it 3.6. And I'm gonna do this 3.6 as well. If I do this corner 1.2, okay, let's make it round. Let's say I would like to have these combined like this. And is there anything I can do about this wall? Not much. Okay, is this the best I can do for this thing? How does it look like? Not that bad. What if we do it like this? Let's say we make a circle. Maybe something like this. It doesn't look too good, honestly. Okay, these belong in this one. Let's try on the other side. Let's see what happens. Okay, lucky me, I managed to get the surface. Okay, we would end up with something like this. Okay, I think I'm gonna print it just to take a look. How does it look like in reality? I wonder how's the fit, because well, technically what can be done here, we can fuse all those parts together, and then maybe we can do something about this line to make it like smooth, and maybe smooth this one. Let's take a look. All right, so let's make this 1.2. It looks like it looks better when it's like 10. Yeah, and this one, I know if 0.8 will do. 0.6 maybe a little bit better. Okay, 0.4 doesn't really change much. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it at this. I'm gonna save it. So I think I need to print this out, see how does it look like, how does the MCU align with it, if it's like okay. And then maybe I will think about some smoothing or something like this. Yeah. All right. Okay. I think that will be it for today. I think I have to finish this off stream, maybe even tomorrow, and probably if I can tackle this one. So I guess I'll be printing the remaining parts over the weekend, and then maybe on Monday we can pick up with rebuilding of the left side. Maybe also in the meantime I will prepare the chalk version. Actually, there's not much to prepare, it's just like the matter of printing it. So the next week we'll be building MX first, the left side, without those extra keys that suck, and then we can rebuild the chalk as well. So that will be it, I guess. All right, anyways, I think we're gonna finish on this for today. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Enjoy your weekend, have plenty of rest, and come back on Monday for building. Thanks for watching and have a good weekend. Bye bye.